Good morning, students. Welcome to our English class today. Today is grammar. How are you feeling? I hope everyone is okay because your teacher here is feeling awesome. Today's lesson focuses on prepositions, prepositional phrase, and object of the preposition. I'd like to redirect your attention on your readers and writers notebook, pages 225 and 232. Before we begin, please have with you your readers and writers notebook, your copybook, as well as your pen. Thank you. For our objectives today, we have the following. Define preposition, prepositional phrase, and object of the preposition through examples. Name common prepositions and use them in meaningful sentences. I'm going to begin our session today by allowing you to watch this simple video clip with regards to prepositions. I'd like you to listen very well, carefully, attentively, until such time that you've mastered what is preposition. Because later on, you have to understand that you will be writing and using prepositions in meaningful sentences. You can pause this video while watching the video clip. Did you understand? Thank you, grade 6 students. I am back. I hope that you understood what you watched. Let's now define what is a preposition. Prepositions, a word or word phrase that shows a relationship between a noun or a pronoun and other words in sentences. A preposition will tell four things. 1, where something is, that's location. 2, where something is going, that means the direction. 3, when something happens, you're referring to the time. And lastly, it refers to the relationship between a noun and a pronoun and another word in a sentence. That is preposition. Going back to the same question, what is a preposition? Again, I'm going to repeat. It's a word that shows a relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word in sentence. Prepositions usually come before a noun, give information about time, place, or direction. Look at this slide again. Preposition, a word that shows relationship. Here are some common prepositions that we always use when we come to speak and when we come to write sentences. Look at examples below. Behind the tree, beside the tree, under the tree, in the tree, toward the tree, past the tree, above the tree, inside the tree, or alongside the tree. We're using tree most of the time, which is the object of the preposition. But look at the words which were underlined. All these words which were underlined are all prepositions. Did you understand? Here's another slides which are considered to be common prepositions that we used normally. We're not going to read them anymore, but I'd like you to go through with it one by one, understand it. If you want to take notes on all these prepositions, you may do so. Pause the video and you will have a copy of yours. Okay? Here's another slide that refers to prepositions. Now, going back to this activity, I want you to do this one by yourself. Find the prepositions in each sentence. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to answer this activity, and then we'll try to go back, try to write down your answers, screenshot your answers and send it to the group later on, okay? I'm so excited with preposition, that's why I'm stammering. I'm sorry for that one. My apology. Next, we have prepositional phrase. A group of words made up of a preposition, its object, and any of the object's modifiers. Prepositional phrases can modify nouns, verbs, phrases, and complete clauses. Prepositional phrases will function as an adjective or adverb in a sentence. Still on prepositional phrases, it starts with a preposition, ends with an object. The word or word group that the preposition introduces, its object. No verbs, remember this one, no verbs will be in the phrase. Look at this illustration on the prepositional phrase. Again, they define the word prepositional phrase there. And look at the example. The boy near the window is a football player. Look at the first arrow. The word near is the preposition. Your complete prepositional phrase, as I mentioned a while ago, begins with a preposition until the object. Near the window is your prepositional phrase. Now, there's a third one. What's the function of the word window, which is a noun? That is your object of the preposition. So, what is the prepositional phrase there? Near the window. Still on prepositional phrase, look at the example again. They received a postcard from Bobby telling about this trip to Canada. In this sentence, you can find or you can see that there are three prepositions, three prepositional phrase, and three prepositional objects. First one, we have from, which is a preposition. From Bobby is your prepositional phrase. The object of your preposition is Bobby. Let's go to the second one. About is your preposition. Trip is your object of the preposition. About his trip is the prepositional phrase. And the last one, to Canada. Canada is your object of the preposition. To is your preposition. To Canada is your prepositional phrase. As I have mentioned a while ago, prepositional phrase functions in the sentence in two ways. It can be an adjective or an adverb. Looking at this video or this slide, an adjective prepositional phrase modifies a noun or a pronoun. It will tell you which one, how many, or what kind of. Look at example. The girl in the hall is my friend. Tells which girl in the hall. So in the hall is a prepositional phrase functioning as an adjective, defining the girl. Second example, what kind of soda do you like? Your prepositional phrase there is of soda. Prepositional phrases beginning with of are almost always adjective phrases. Still on adjective phrase, an adjective prepositional phrase modifies a noun or a pronoun. Like an adjective, a prepositional phrase can tell which one, how many, or what kind. Look at the simple example below. I'd like you to read it by your eyes and understand it carefully. The spider is a type of jumping spider. Your prepositional phrase of jumping spider begins with a preposition of. Your object is a spider. It answers the question what kind, and you're referring to the type. That's a prepositional adjective. Look at the second example. The tiny bug on the windowsill is also a jumping spider. On the windowsill is your prepositional phrase. It answers the question, which one? And that's a tiny. Still on adjective phrase, functioning as an adjective. It modifies a noun or a pronoun. It answers the same questions as an adjective would. Which one, what kind, and how many. Look at the example below. The puppy in the shop window jumped up. Your prepositional phrase there is in the shop window. It answers which one, and you're referring to the puppy. Let's go to the second one, which is a prepositional phrase functioning as an adverb. By definition, an adverbial phrase, also referred to as an adverb phrase, a multi-word phrase that takes the role of a verb in a sentence. An adverb describes a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. A multi-word adverbial phrases can further modify an adjective, adverb, and a verb. Adverb phrases are known to answer the questions that describes how, when, where, or how something was done, as shown in the following adverb phrases examples. Look at examples there. From the when, where, how, and how. And then you can find some adverbial phrases as an examples there. I'd like you to go through with this one. You can pause this video, read it by yourself. If you need more help on this one, you can go back to your readers and writers notebook and and your Pearson account. You have a lot of activities that will guide you on this one. Okay? Still on adverb phrases, look at the examples. There are 5 sentences. Let's try to go to them one by one. Baseball has become very popular in our town. Your adverb phrase there is in our town. It answers the questions where in your town, which is very is your adverb there. Second one, the flowers will bloom in spring. Your prepositional phrase in spring. It answers when. Third one, Helen did not go to school on account of the bad weather. It's an adverb phrase on account of the bad weather. It answers the question why. The fourth one, my brother spoke in a condescending manner. It answers the question how. It describes the verb spoke. Number 5, for many years, she has been waiting for this opportunity. For many years is your adverb phrase. To what extent has been waiting, referring again to a verb. More examples on adverb phrase. Look at the screen. Prepositional phrases functioning as adverbs. The fire alarm rang before the class. I walked over the bridge. With much enthusiasm, he sang his favorite song. Before the class in the first sentence is your prepositional phrase describing the word rang, which is a verb. Now, look at this slide on prepositional phrases, adjective or adverb again. Prepositional phrases can also function as adverbs, describing either a verb, adjective, or other adverb. Prepositional phrases functioning as adverbs answer the questions how, when, where, how long, how often, how much. I think I've mentioned already this in the previous slides, so I just want you to go back and go through with it, and then for your reference, you can go back to the previous slides. These are the same examples and explanations I had before. Let's go to the last one, which is the object of the preposition. What is the object of the preposition? The noun or the pronoun that follows a preposition is the object of the preposition. It can be a noun or a pronoun that follows the preposition. Look at the example below. I like the book with the blue cover. Your prepositional phrase with the blue cover. Your preposition is with, and your object of the preposition is cover, which is referring to the book. Sula gave it to me. To me is your prepositional phrase. Your object of the preposition is me. The object of the preposition can be a compound object. Look at the next example. We took enough oranges for Manuel and Anita. For Manuel and Anita is your prepositional phrase, and your object is Manuel and Anita. Still on the object of the prepositions, every preposition has an object. The object is a noun that the preposition refers to. The preposition and its object make up a prepositional phrase. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I already explained this one a while ago. I live in a condo. In is your preposition, condo is the object, and a condo is the prepositional phrase. It's very basic and simple. Look at this one. Object of the preposition is still with pride. With is your preposition, pride is your object. This is self-explanatory. Just looking at the diagram or the illustration, you can already understand it. It's still the same on object of the preposition. I'd like you to go through with all these slides until the video finished, until such time that you're perfect already what is the object of the preposition. Grade 6 students, I'd like to end our session today again. And ending my session doesn't mean that you end up or closing your book and keeping them already in your table or inside your bag. It simply means that you still have to go back to the lessons from your, or should I say, in your readers and writers notebook. Go through with the videos if you feel the need to go back and watch it carefully so that you will understand. And lastly, please don't forget, do your homework and all other activities uploaded in your Pearson account. Grade 6 students, thank you for staying with me, and my apology for all this stammering thing. I get so excited with our lesson. So I hope everyone is having a good time. Be safe, be happy, and thank you so much. Goodbye.